Have you ever had that feeling, the one, that your code could be faster, but you're just not sure where to even begin? Well, today, we're going to dig into some serious performance secrets from two of Google's most legendary engineers, Jeff Dean and Sanjay Gemawat. They've basically laid out a roadmap for writing software that's not just working, but is truly deeply efficient. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start here. This quote, it's practically the first commandment for developers, right? It's what we all tell ourselves to push performance worries down the road. The pressure's on, we've got to ship, so we say, hey, let's just make it work. We'll make it fast later.
But what if that common wisdom, that thing we all repeat, is actually a huge oversimplification? What if it's a misinterpretation that's leading us down a really dangerous path?
And boom, this is the part of the quote that changes everything, the part that often gets left out. It's not about ignoring performance. It's about being a surgeon, right? Focusing on that critical 3% where it actually makes a massive difference. And that's what we're going to zero in on.
So first up, let's talk about why that whole deal with it later approach is such a massive trap. It sounds so logical on the surface, but man, it has some serious hidden costs. See, when performance is just an afterthought, you don't end up with one big, obvious problem to fix. No, you get something way worse. You get a system that's just kind of slow, everywhere. It's death by 1,000 cuts. And the only fix at that point is usually the most expensive one. Just throw more servers at it, which, let's be honest, is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone. So, how do the experts, the pros, avoid this trap? Well, it all starts with a change in mindset. It's about building an intuition, a gut feeling, for performance before a single line of code is even written.
And this right here is the secret weapon, the back of the envelope calculation. It's not about getting a perfect, precise answer. It's about understanding the scale of the problem. Is this operation going to take milliseconds, or is it going to take seconds? That little bit of insight helps you make brilliant design choices from the very start.
And the process is so simple, it's beautiful. First, you just figure out the expensive stuff your design is going to have to do. Things like network calls, reading from a disk. Then you just multiply by how much they roughly cost in time. That's it. Now this is where things get wild. Just look at the sheer scale of these numbers. An L1 cache reference is half a nanosecond. Tiny. But sending a packet across the Atlantic and back, that's 150 million nanoseconds. That's a 300 million to 1 difference. Knowing these relative costs isn't just useful, it's a superpower. Seriously, once you really internalize these numbers, you can never look at a network call or a memory access the same